of 1950s, not a CHP advantage. Which then, and this is, I'm not going to go into too much detail because then we enter into the second and third generation, but the same pattern continues in the 60s, all the way until the late 70s. Even in the 65 elections, CHP polls receives none of the 14, wins the elections in none of the 14 provinces of migrant concentration. Similar in 1969, 0 out of 14. Only in the 1973 election, the first time CHP wins any province with migrant settlement is in the 1973 election. When 5 of the provinces, Istanbul, İzmir, Edirne, Kırklareli, and Kocaeli, for the first time have CHP as the number one party in the elections. That is, of course, 50 years after the exchange itself, with many migrations domestically in Turkey, so the data starts getting murky. Similar situation in 1977, when CHP JHP is at its historic peak in the 77 election, with 41% of the vote. It receives only half of the provinces of migrant origin, even though it receives the majority of Turkey's provinces on average. So if anything, we have a CHP underrepresentation, lack of success in migrant provinces, and we see a traditional Democratic Party, DP, Adalet Partisi, ANAP, DYP, center-right voting among exchange concentrated provinces. So what does this say about our hypothesis? Formative loyalism is definitely out because they are not en bloc, let alone even majority voting for CHP, so that's out. Outcast progressivism is also out, it's contradicted because they are not overwhelmingly voting for ultra-secularist or socialist parties at all. That is, there is no pattern. The only pattern that might work would be nostalgic revanchism, because both the Democrats of Menderes have an escalation with Greece over Cyprus, so there is some sort of coming of neo-Ottoman themes to the public sphere and to foreign policy under Menderes, and similarly under other center right-wing parties. So if anything, for the Turkish refugee Mübadelesi exchange population, we could say that they have a conservative Ottoman tinge to their voting pattern, and the only center-left political leader that receives the overwhelming majority of the exchange populations is Bülent Ecevit of Democratic Leftist Party. Even that exception, because Bülent Ecevit wins the majority of exchange